Addiction's always existed in humanity. It's always been a problem. You know, you look through the course of history, money, power, sex, drugs, whatever it is, it's always been a problem, and you can trace that through every civilization.
The World of Warcraft has turned massively multiplayer online RPGs into a cultural phenomenon. With over 8 million subscribers, it has taken what was generally a small group of gamers and turned it into a mass-market product. Because of its popularity, more and more stories have surfaced in the news about its addictive qualities. In this film, we will try and answer what makes WoW so addicting and the effect this has on the players.
I'm not sure why the hell I like it, but I do. It's just so addicting.
Warcraft has acquired such a reputation for addicting players that it is regularly referred to as electronic crack and heroinware.
By nature, gamers, whether it be online or the old MUDs or in-person Dungeons and Dragons type gaming, are very competitive people by nature. And they always want to be the biggest, the bestest, the fastest at whatever the game is and whatever the challenges are that they're being presented with. And what becomes unhealthy by way of addiction is allowing your need to be the biggest or best to overtake your real-life responsibilities.
Most forms of fulfillment or satisfaction that the real world fails to provide can be found in the MMORPG world. Everyone can feel a sense of accomplishment and find a way to escape.
For like a lot of kids in high school and stuff that play it, they have all these like insecurities and like social insecurities, and I think that they kind of are able to make a lot of friends on there like that.
Online gaming provides an opportunity for people to take on a different persona than they do in real life. It's convenient. You can start it and stop it on a dime. You have the opportunity to become someone different and something different than you are in real life.
Is that a computer game?
No, Artard. It's an MMORPG. These are real people I'm playing with, see? I'm a hunter, level 2. I can chat with all these other people. I can even wave to this guy, see? Hello. In the outside world, I'm a simple geologist. But in here, I am Falcorn, defender of the Alliance. I've braved the Fargo Deep Mine, defeated the Bloodfish at Jared's Landing.
I think it can be destructive when people begin to get wrapped up in it emotionally and begin to define who they are based upon the persona that they create in the game.
Rather than being a world of fantasy set apart from real life, the realities of gamers are not clearly distinguishable between offline and online realities. Rather, the online interactions of gamers are deeply embedded within their offline lives, and vice versa.
I think most gamers would want to say that it doesn't, because they like to think that their time online doesn't negatively impact anything in their life.
I know a couple of my friends who've dropped out of college or been kicked out of college because it's just taken them over, or lost their jobs, or I don't know, gained 100 pounds, literally, seriously. I mean, it happens. It takes over your life, so it's important to keep a balance.
I don't play a lot, like, I think about it a lot, or I get really stressed out when bad things happen to my character, and I actually get upset in real life.
When I first started playing, I played a lot. When I played my MUD, I used to, you can ask some of my friends, I wouldn't come out to play basketball or football or something like that. I would spend like 7-8 hours straight just sitting on the computer. I'd only get up to go get food, go to the bathroom, and I would have everything in my area. I would have a TV, I would have, everything comfortable, beds, I can just sleep whenever I need to, just play, wake up, do the same thing over and over and over again, day after day.
Actually, a couple of people that I play with in my guild I forget what the disease is, when you don't eat a lot and you're like really malnourished, and he ended up going to the hospital just because he sat at his computer all day and his muscles just pretty much withered to nothing.
I have had friends and acquaintances in online gaming that lost perspective and got really upset or depressed or angry, upset at themselves, upset at their friends.
In the same way that drug addicts schedule every minute around drug purchasing and using, many MMORPG players wake up early, go to bed late, call in sick, rush home from work, and spend lost weekends in front of the computer.
Like, we come home on the weekends and people are like, hey, we got a party, and we're like, no, can't make it, sorry. And then we're all sitting there in front of the computer doing everything. It's sick, it's great, it's awful.
I guess the thing that keeps a lot of people playing WoW for a long term is that it's almost impossible to ever completely accomplish anything in the game. The game is completely open-ended. Your character is never done, basically. There's always something you can improve on.
I'll play probably about 10 to 15 hours a week now. If I'm not doing that much at all, I might play anywhere from like 20 to 30.
Anywhere from 30 to 40 when I'm raiding a lot.
I do stop and eat sometimes and go to the bathroom once in a while, but like raiding periods when we were like hardcore raiding would be every night of the week for, I don't know, 6 hours at a time at least.
I used to actually schedule time for World of Warcraft or other gaming because I'm a busy person, and if I didn't actively do scheduling, I'd find that I'd be on a computer playing a game when I should be doing other things.
Yeah, it was pretty much just I did my homework and the rest of my time was devoted to WoW. It got really bad. It was the only way that I could talk to him, so that's pretty much why I was on a lot also, I think. But I did get pretty addicted. Some days I would go for like, I'd play for like 12 hours, just straight WoW. And he's even worse though. He's played for like, I think he's not even listening. I think that he's played for like 4 days without even sleeping at all. Tim, what's your record? Playing WoW without sleeping.
Wow.
Yeah.
A little over a week.
No, without sleeping.
A little over a week.
I just read the other day about how they're trying to enact new laws where they would ban certain age group from entering internet cafes. And then I also read an article on the BBC about how some of the institutions over there designed to treat drug addiction, are now being used for gamers. And that there's like three levels. There's like the first tier where everybody's they're either voluntarily there or involuntarily there, but they're all there for just to get off gaming and to get their lives straightened out, And then there's a second tier where they're a little more advanced stage in addiction, but they don't really they have a much harder time getting weaned off of it. And then the third level is I heard they're just lost, like a heroin addict.
And I've actually read an article that was in Wired magazine about how people that are being hired for certain managerial positions in businesses that cite that they have run a WoW guild or played WoW are actually getting looked upon in like a better light, just because the manager or the person that's hiring is like understanding that they have this experience interacting and like being efficient, I guess.
In order to have online gaming be a healthy activity, in my opinion, I think that people really always need to remember and keep at the forefront of their mind that it's just a game.
While addiction to the World of Warcraft cannot be denied, it must be looked at in a new light when compared to games of old like Super Mario and Zelda. The social interactions and greater time commitment required change what once was called a game to something that has blurred reality and virtual reality. Is carrying out a virtual life an addiction? World of Warcraft does not provide a complete experience for another life, but is a stepping stone to the future of MMORPGs and suggests that they will become an extension of reality. How can one call this addiction if it has become normal life?